Well, hi, John Miller here with the Friday Devotional. I'd like to direct your attention to the book of Lamentations. Not sure you've ever read that before, but it was written during the time of the Babylonian captivity, just at the beginning when Nebuchadnezzar was coming in with his army to take over the tribe of Judah. The tribe of Israel had already been taken captive, and now because of the sins of the Jewish people, because of their continuous rebellion against God, they're going after other idols, their shunning of the commands of the Lord, and just refusal to follow God. Jeremiah had this dubious distinction of telling the people what they did not want to hear. And the people rejected Jeremiah. But Jeremiah had a message that there was destruction coming and that it was deserved because the people of Israel, the people of Judah had committed great sin against the Lord. So this book of Lamentations is a lament. It's a crying out. It's a sad narrative of Jeremiah just telling the people that, you brought this on yourself and you have no one to blame but yourself. And so it's a very negative narrative, and one in which is rather difficult to read, really, when you think of what was going to befall the people of Judah in 70 years of captivity that they were going into. But right smack dab in the middle of the book of Lamentations, we read of hope. And it's where it says in chapter 3, verses 22 and 23, the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies, he desires to give mercy to these people if they would but turn and repent and humble themselves before God, but they would not. And yet Jeremiah reminds them that the Lord loves them. He loves them, and it's a steadfast love, and it'll never cease. And his mercies never come to an end, that they're new every morning, and great is your faithfulness. God's mercies are new every morning. This just tells us about the character of God, that even in the midst of our sinfulness and rebelliousness and continuous rebelliousness, that if we would turn to him and repent and humble ourselves before God, that God is incredibly merciful and gracious, and that his mercies are new every morning. And it gives me this thought that as a new day dawns, that God is, there's a fresh renewal of the day. Yesterday may not have gone so well. Maybe I wasn't walking with the Lord as I should. But the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases, and his mercies are new every morning. And I don't understand why God is so graciously merciful that way, but I sure take advantage of it in humility, and I reach out for that, and God is there for me. And I love that about the Lord, because we stumble. We talk about the people of Israel and all their problems and their rebelliousness, but oh my goodness, just look into your own heart. I look into my own heart, and I see rebelliousness there and sinfulness there in so many ways, so often in my life. And so I really hang on these truths of God's mercy, his kindness, that he is so gracious and patient with me, and gives me hope for a brand new day. So that's what I wanted to share with you on this Friday, that God is a God of the umpteenth chance. And he does want us to live a consistently faithful life with him. But we do stumble. And he's just there saying, John, I love you. And I'm waiting for you to surrender to me once again so that you might experience my mercy and my faithfulness in your life. So there you go. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.